Hey guys, welcome back. It's October 27th, Wednesday, middle of the week. We're going to talk about some option plays, GameStop TA, look at the SPY, Berkshire Hathaway, and RC's tweet. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. We have a Twitter if you're into that, at Happy Money YT, and a Discord server in the description. You can come chat on there when you're done liking and subscribing. SPY's coming down. We've got about 50 minutes left in the market. SPY though, I mean, TA, everything looks like it wants to come down. We've got bearish MACD, we've got these divergences. And then it's just still overbought. Not crazy, but kind of the same thing like we had back here when we'd have all these divergences and bearish MACD, and it would just continue to grind up. So, yeah. Not sure. It looks like it's losing some steam up here at all-time highs, and so I'm still thinking it's going to come back down and make new lows. How quickly, how soon, I don't know. But yeah, I've got bearish MACD. It's so far from the moving average, I can't even see it. It's right around that 9 moving average. I mean, you have red under the 9. Yeah, and then of course we have these divergences. We have 3 of them now. One here, and then one here. So prices get higher, the tops get higher, the tops of these get lower. And then, yeah, and then it's also confirmed with this bearish MACD. So yeah, we'll see on that. I've got some time on our call credit spreads. GME on the other hand, kind of what I was afraid of yesterday. I was hoping for a rally, a rip rally like we've had the last 2 days. But we never crossed bullish on the daily, and so yesterday could have just been bringing us back kind of up into that consolidation range. Kind of not necessarily even a false breakout, more just kind of back up to consolidation, because this was way oversold. So it swings back up and kind of gets rejected up here, and now it's coming down pretty heavy. However, on the hourly here, it seems like it definitely likes support down here. This 167 is pretty solid. On the hourly here, it is, I mean, we've got a lot of red under the 9, but it's pulling away pretty far from this 9 moving average. So I expect a bounce either today into close or tomorrow, as well as our MACD is still bullish. So I kind of expected also earlier today it'd keep coming down until we just about kith. And once that happens, then hopefully some settling of this downward pressure going on right now. Yeah, because on the daily it's still bearish on the MACD, still red under the 9. My call credit spread, yeah, this morning it should have sold out, of course, in hindsight. I was hoping today was going to be like the last 2 days. I didn't, and then I was like, and I also noticed the volume was low, but I was thinking maybe we'll get some, I don't know, computer share buys or FTDs or something, some volume pumps, but it never came in, so they just kind of had control of the price all day with the low volume. So I was away from my computer most of the day though, but yeah, into open, I think we're up like 1.5–2%, and my weekly calls are up 100%. I put a limited order to sell half. Never happened, and then started coming down. My call credit spread was up 40%, but it's a really big spread, so maybe 35. But that's a big play, so I was like 3,500. Should have just closed it because I couldn't be on the computer today. Bad day to not be on the computer. But yeah, so I didn't sell any covered calls or anything today. By the time I got back, we were like down here. So looks like we found a little bottom here. Actually now, yeah, on the 5 minute we're kind of setting up this, we've got bullish MACD, starting to set up maybe a little RSI divergence here also. Yeah, so yeah, I'm sweating the credit spread a little bit. Today would have been a better day to open it for sure. We'll look at it, but basically max pain this week is still 175. So the threshold on max pain, it's usually within $1 or $2, I feel like, of that. if not right on it. So hopefully tomorrow, I'm thinking we probably get a pull back closer to this 9 moving average. And then probably just a consolidation into Thursday, Friday. Maybe, maybe some volatility, but end up still at that 175-ish range. I did get some calls today at this low, but it looks like we're making a new low. Just a couple calls for Friday, because we've seen a lot of bouncing in the mornings, and then, those calls go up quick if you sell them within the first half hour. So probably actually get out of them tomorrow, those calls, and then hopefully the other ones. Yeah, these 175.5s, these were up 100% this morning. I was like, oh, great. I should have just made my limit order closer to the mid or closer to the ask. And then this thing, yep, here's our put credit spread. This is what it looks like. It's a big spread on it though, so it swings around between 20% and 60% down. So this one, let's see, it needs, what's nice about it is, yeah, max profit is over 172, 172.5, and then we've got leeway all the way down to 171.87 for break even, basically. So that's break even, 171.85. Yeah, so hopefully we stay above that by Friday. If it bumps up a lot tomorrow, 40-50%, I might close it out, because we might still be bearish. Looking at the chart on the daily, it's not wanting to flip bullish there, and hourly's got a lot of momentum, but I still kind of hope for this hourly, because the MACD hasn't crossed bearish yet, so I think it probably just kind of squeezes and consolidates into that 175. This whole little setup right here, it did look a lot like here, right? And I think back here, it would have been like back here, this bump, then flat, and then down. It would have been back here, but back here we had more room. We could go to the downside. I don't think we have that room anymore. I think our floor keeps rising, and so it's really just getting wound up tighter and tighter into a tighter range, just like we're seeing on this whole wedge, slowly getting tighter and tighter and tighter until it breaks out. So I think if we had more room to the downside, then this move might actually have been something like this, where we made new lows and then found a support. And I was thinking for a while it was more like this price action, these 2 weeks here. We'll come up here and do this. It's not looking like that, which makes sense. This is too soon. This was a cycle, some kind of cycle rollover date. And if we look at it, it looks like it's probably about 2 weeks before we have another one. So if we count from here, it's kind of that first big drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 weeks. I'd say that's right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 10, 11. So probably just some volatility, but really squeezing into this max pain range. I imagine 170, 175 until, let's see, that's 11.9. So 11.16 would then be another jump like this week and like this week. And that puts us into, yeah, middle of next month. So in the meantime, try and sell some premium on it, I guess, is what I'll do, even though the premiums are low. So maybe buying calls, buying puts, and riding it that way is good too. I mean, I hold enough shares to where selling calls makes sense, as long as I hold them to the right amount. It's coming down more. This is really strange price action. This is very, very odd price action. For supports on this downward move, kind of right where it's at, I would imagine, is support 173. If not that, I don't know, 171, 170. Man, I might have to step away from the computer tomorrow. If we're down to 170, my credit spread's gonna be ugly. Here's what we did today. Oh, I averaged up on my bros bearish play, call credit spread. It was up just a little bit, and I looked at the chart and I said, I don't think so. So bros is down a little bit today, 2.8%. It could just be consolidating some before it runs again, but RSI is still hot, and we do have these divergences. These are what I'm kind of, that's why I averaged in. We've got this one here to here. Yeah, those two. And then I think on the hourly we have the hourly? No, it's just those. Oh yeah, on the hourly we kind of have 3. Or no, was that daily? Yeah. Weird. Daily. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, there is 3, I think, on the daily. So yeah, and then right now we've got bearish MACD, and we do have kind of, looks like we're kind of starting to come down on that one. Lower highs. But again, I mean, the chart looks pretty good. If in a bullish sense, it might just be consolidating some before it rallies again. But I think in that consolidation, it'll come down. DWAC kind of making a bounce up here today, but on the hourly, I think it's just a consolidation bounce on its way down, because we're still bearish on the MACD. We still have this gap to fill. So premiums are really high on this one. Once we get close to the gaps, you have a little alert here. Once we've filled that gap, it's going to alert me if I'm not paying attention, and I'll probably sell a put there because I think we'll find a floor there. I'll reassess when we get there, but at any rate, the premiums are high enough. I'd like to sell a put on here. But that being said, we might not fill that gap. I mean, it was a pretty strong bounce off the bottom here. Could be kind of a little head and shoulders type deal going on. Not really any divergences, so I think it's kind of just a little volatility bounce. Then it'll probably keep coming down. Oh, GME, you bugger! Look at you. Look at you, just keep coming down. RC Ryan Cohen tweeted, chairman of GameStop. He hasn't tweeted in quite a while. His tweet was like sumo guy, and I think actually I shared it on our Discord. Not sure how to read into it. Oh, this was interesting. So changes to the DTC collateral haircuts. Berkshire Hathaway rallied up 50% after hours yesterday, and I think it was from 3 or 4 limit orders. They were just really high, and so, you know, the last transaction is where the stock trades at. I guess when it opens, Donroe said that they just deleted, or the price got fixed and went back to where it was, and the volume got deleted, but then today it's been trading with a lot more volume. It's possible that was a cover-up of what they were doing, and what they could have been doing was jacking the asset value of that stock a bunch, of that ticker, to push off margin calls. And part of that was because that's Berkshire Hathaway's, I think it's a AA rated or something. There's a sort of rating system. And something like a Tesla, I think, is BB. So if these hedge funds that are short have a lot of their collateral or margin or capital in Tesla, but it's bad collateral, when they get a margin call, they say, where do you have all this safe capital? And they show them Tesla, and it's BB. They say, no, that sucks. You know, close positions. It's possible that they pumped Berkshire that way. I'm not sure. That's a lot of speculation, but I was curious to see if it opened up that high, but no, I don't think it did. So this was a Tesla thing happened last week. Oh, I shared it in media, I guess. The 741 thing. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Where is it? So it's just that sumo guy. So this actually was really interesting. This was the day in history, and this actually happened, I guess, in 2008. Same thing with Berkshire. It was up 30% the day before Lehman Brothers, I guess, went bankrupt. Filed for bankruptcy. I think it actually traded up there that day, though. But yeah, kind of interesting, because this. Yeah. So I'm not certain if everything's the same, but it was. No one's bankrupt today, at least that we know of. 741. Where was that thing, actually? I shared it somewhere. But yeah, the tweet's basically a little sumo guy. You can see on that 741 on this one. The picture, there was a picture that went with it, and it's basically going against big tech, and I can't remember exactly what it said, but that could be kind of what he's getting at there. If we're talking about decentralized stuff and blockchain and all that stuff that I don't understand, then yeah, being private, having a kind of a private social media, kind of the same thing in a way that DWAC might potentially be trying to do, which is interesting. A merger between those two would be kind of kind of awesome. Looks like SPY's kind of bouncing here a little bit. GameStop, nope, it's way oversold. 172. Yeah, it's coming down in Kithen. See what happens with that. That's what I got for you guys today. Don't open up credit spreads like I do when it's too early, or average into it. I could average into it, but it's big enough. It's big enough. I'll probably sell these calls, these 177.5s, and hopefully these 187.5s tomorrow. It seems like really on GameStop, yeah, we're gonna have another week of just max pain. Nothing crazy happening yet. As far as on the chart, I don't think it's gonna really copy these because we're in a tighter range now. So really, we're just being squeezed really tight in this kind of wedge, kind of the end of this wedge. So we might not have a big day up, might not have a big day down. We might just have to wait till the next cycle, which would be kind of, I think, middle of November. Kind of this range, November 17th. But a lot of news that could be coming before then with NFT space. I know they were talking about Loopring says they're coming out with something by Q4, so I'm assuming that has to do with GameStop, but nothing confirmed yet. Thanks guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.